Well, two genealogists have a message for Americans during Black History Month.
Fox 26 photojournalist Darlene Janik Faires spoke with them about how both descendants of slaves and slave owners, how they can work together to preserve history.
My second great-grandfather was sold to Hortense Bourgeois for $1,500 in the early 1850s.
My ancestor, Benjamin Reese Gibson, bought Matilda from his father-in-law, Benjamin Walker's estate.
It's an emotionally charged circumstances. The circumstances are difficult to discuss, and what our goal is to ratchet down the tension about it.
There's so many emotions, and we talk about that too in our presentation. There's fear, there's anger, there's guilt. It doesn't really hit you, I don't think, until you start looking at the records. And then I actually went on a tour of a former plantation that one of my paternal ancestors once owned. What really hit me was when they took me back to the cemetery where the enslaved had been buried. And of course, there's no names, there's no markers, there's nothing. And what I discovered was the best thing I could do was extract those names, the names of the enslaved that I was finding, put them out in a public area where their descendants, if they're looking for them, could find them. So the most important thing is to not hide the information, but to get it out there so other people can find it.
Sharon, so how do you look at Sherry, knowing her history, her family's histories?
I admire her courage. I admire her courage, and I admire her dedication to the cause of reuniting families. It's difficult to research enslaved ancestry because these people were not considered people, they were considered property. So that means that we have to look in the business records, the probate records, the sales, the auctions, where I find my second great-grandmother at 17 years old with my great-grandfather at 5 months old in the inventory of the estate of a man named Philip Rawls. So did it hurt to see them valued with money? Yes. Was I elated to find this record? Absolutely, I was elated, because that took me back 2 generations. That's concrete evidence of the existence of their lives.
John.
I like to tell people you need to release their names. These names have been said for generations upon generations.
Nathan.
When we're finding them in these records and we pull their names out, we're releasing them.
Ben.
People can say their names again, and their families can find them.
Martha.
All right, well, we have the links with resources to research your family history on fox26houston.com.